Shalom, UncleK. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High through His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother, UncleK. We're back with another one. I'm going to wait for some of y'all to get in before we get started. But I hope y'all are having a good day. Your energy is in high demand. Now it's time for you to isolate again. Your energy is in high demand because it's contagious to others that never got a taste of it before. No, we're not talking physically. We're talking in the sense of a breath of fresh air. We're talking energy. We're not talking physically. So your energy is in a high demand because the areas that you popped out, in, you was a big influence, not even trying to be a big influence. The energy that you got causes too much influence. Your energy is in high demand because the areas that you popped out on, they never came across an energy like that before. They never came in contact with someone that had that smell before, that made them feel that type of way before. They never felt that rush of masculinity, that calm control energy. They never felt that I'm on righteous time energy. And the energy is very attractive to a energy consuming world. This world wants to drain you, especially they want to drain you of your mental energy, so that way spiritually you can feel defeated. That's why they have tactics that will make you mentally drained, scrolling, listening to too much music throughout the day, just engaging in things that's not beneficial, especially if you don't have any discipline. But your energy is in extreme high demand. They never got a whiff of that before. Now, as your energy is in high demand, you have people unseen. We can't see these people, but you could feel it. Trust and believe. You could feel it when something from a distance is trying to communicate to you with your energy. Like when you come across a lot of people in an environment where there may be a lot of things going on and you got this real attractive, strong, masculine energy about yourself. A lot of times people retain that face value They retain that image that they saw. They retain that feeling that you gave to them without exchanging words. So sometimes they be thinking a lot about you, and that could drain you on the other end. That could make you feel like somebody's trying to tap into your phone, tap into your data, tap into your energy field from a distance. So in this time, I feel like we gotta isolate again. And there's nothing wrong with the isolation because that isolation is not that you feeling fearful, that you feel like you still can't go out and do the things that you gotta do. But when it come down to the isolation, now instead of you going to an area just because you feel good and you trying to stretch your legs a little bit, do a little shopping, treat yourself to something new. Now it's time for you to kick back and go on the cut, go somewhere different now. Do it a little different. Maybe you might have a little extra money saved up. You could start ordering groceries now. Or you might even just change your location, go to a different grocery store, go to a different gym if you're training at the same gym for a few months. Now you could kind of stay low key now. Start doing things at a specific time now because your energy is in high demand. Energy is a currency these days. Energy is a currency. And a lot of people want to know how could they get that energy? How could they how could they up their presence? When they sense a presence from somebody that's strong, either or they want to take that presence from you or they want to figure it out. So, as much as we're clinging to the Most High, relying on His protection, we got to move different as well too. When the Most High tells us to isolate, then He wants us to isolate. It may not be long term isolation, but when your energy is in high demand, you're gonna have to move a little different because the man that's an empath, he could feel that the people are tugging at his energy. He could feel things that's he could describe it, but it's more so a deep spiritual feeling. What's going on, man? Doing good, brother. Shabbat shalom, man. Just going live for a little bit, just trying to exchange some thoughts, some ideas, some insight with the good people. So we're talking about when your energy is in high demand, you're gonna have to get back in isolation. You're gonna have to get back in that chamber and keep putting in that same work, but in the same time recover and protect yourself from these outside forces that's gaining familiarity with your face, with your energy, with your presence. Because the thing about it is when people see you a lot of times, now they tend to have a description of you. They tend to know how you make them feel. You see, that's the thing about retention. You leave when you retain, right? And someone sees you for the first time, that's their first impression. They don't know you, but that first impression means a lot. That energy that they felt, it means a lot. It's extremely strong, it's powerful, it's magnetic, it's contagious at times. So you being consistent, going on this daily walk or going on this daily, grocery shopping, going to this environment. You may be just going for a casual walk. Maybe once a week you feel like buying yourself a new t-shirt just because you like, I worked hard this week. let me go to the store, buy a T-shirt. Now every Friday, this person at the register she's seen you or he's seen you for 3 weeks in a row, and now every time they see you, they gaining like a familiarity with your energy and with your presence. You know, yes, indeed, energy is magnified to high degrees. Who would have thought that retaining was exactly what we needed to excel and to be truly at peace with life? Yeah, just staying away from wickedness in general. That's what gives us the ultimate shalom. Staying away from wickedness. And when you live in a life of chastity and sobriety, you're staying away from filth, debauchery, things that are real abominations. You tend to get that peace back. You tend to get that peace back. Most people don't know this knowledge. It's crazy. Only about 1% truly knows by putting it into practice. Yep. There's a lot of people that may have stumbled upon it, but you know, some things go through one ear and right through the other. So this is not for anybody and everybody. And a lot of people want to improve their lives from a mental to get to the spiritual, then the physical. But a lot of times they're not ready for it. So it's best to keep your mouth shut. Just stay vigilant, keep moving. Like we all have the impulse to tell another gentleman about this when he felt that he needed some answers in life. And we felt an impulse to tell this man about it, but deep within we knew that he wasn't ready. So we just kept it how it is. Instead, we said, the most high would take care of you. Instead of saying, do the work too. Instead, we said the most high gonna get you right. Just trust in him. But that's why it says faith without works is dead. So that's why we do what we do. So and the ones who know about it, they tend to gatekeep. I noticed. Yeah, definitely. It's not like the scripture says that a wise man will wanna get corrected, and he would get more wise. Like he would thank you. But a lot of men are brute. A lot of men feel convicted when another man is telling them something good because it's not that we gatekeeping for sure. I realize that too. Like we don't gatekeep because imagine if we think about that for ourselves. Like, do we really hold on to this and we feel like we don't want to tell another man? I don't really feel that way because it's spiritually. A lot of times we feel like the modern man is not ready. Like we may bring it up if the guy's consistent with what he's saying, we may bring it up. But then again, that man, he may not really be in it all the way. He would hear it, he'd be like, okay, sound good, but you know, it is what it is. Hold on one second, fellas. I gotta go grab something real quick. Hold on. Hmm. I don't know. Amazon be odd sometimes. Hold, hold on. Amazon be a little odd sometimes. They said they dropped off my package, but I gotta see what's going on. It says order has been shipped. Oh, it's been shipped. Oh, I thought it got dropped off. I was like, okay, that's fast. But but yeah, the energy is in high demand. A lot of people, it's not that they're getting accustomed to your energy, but it's more so they're calling upon it. Uh, this is not this is not about the modern man, because we know that modern man, that's more so brute, violent, not at peace within himself. We know that could stir him up as well too, especially when he sees that you're not shaken and moved by um, his gestures. You know, like that could be another thing as well too. A lot of people meditate on, why is this man so strong? Why can't I break him, in a sense too? So that's another thing as well too. But the majority of the time, it's a lot of strange type of activity. It's more so attraction to your energy, because they never felt something like that before. So to rejuvenate yourself and to shift the playing field, a lot of times, sometimes you gotta go in hiding. You said a man majority will gatekeep because they're afraid of being judged or like that. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you shouldn't feel ashamed of. Yeah, that's kind of odd. Yeah, how people will hold on to it because they feel that people will judge them or laugh at them. I mean, that's kind of odd. It's kind of odd. That's I feel that's why it's a self thing. It's a self thing. You shouldn't first of all, if you're practicing this practice, you shouldn't feel worried about anybody judging you or laughing at you, because it's a self thing. No reason should us as men be practicing this practice and running around finding who we should tell about it, or thinking we could trust someone with this information. So that's why people that are doing it in an odd sense, that's why they feel that way. They may feel judged or laughed at. Oh, my friends were laughing at me because I told them what I do. Why are you telling your friends about it? See, and this is the young, immature mind. Maybe one of the younger ones that practice this practice, they run around in school telling everybody what they're doing. So then they get a odd stare or two. A lot of people laugh because they think it's odd. Then that person feels like he's doing something wrong, but he should have kept it to himself. It's like no one walking down this street casually know what I'm doing. No one, when I was going to the gyms, no one knew what I was doing. They don't. No one should know what you're doing. You should be quiet about everything that you do. I feel like it's the only way to develop as a man. I don't see how you can fully develop without going on long periods time of abstinence. Yeah, all that good testosterone, all that good fluid, all that good insight, all that good. You're basically preserving yourself. So if you're preserving yourself of the good things that's in your body, it's only gonna make you develop, 10 times better, 1,000 times better. It's only right. It's only right to do so. It's not selfish. It's only right. So things that we are not seeing is definitely happening. People are capturing images of you, not physically through a phone, but through the eye gates mentally, and they could be fantasizing about you, about that energy that they felt. You go to a store and a couple women in front of you, and they feel that heat, that pressure permeating off of your body, and they feel that, and they give their reaction as though as that they're getting aroused by the energy. They take that and they do things with it. They take that and they do things with it. That's why sometimes when you see a woman that was looking at you very, very lustfully, and you've seen her consecutively, it's a reason why after a while she looks mad because she gets punished. You don't play with the righteous. Those that's with the most high. You don't keep having wicked imaginations about anyone that's with the most high. And that's with anyone in general. You're not supposed to have wicked imaginations. So those that's having wicked imaginations, they're getting is gonna hit them back tenfold. But you being an empath, you can feel when people are trying to tap into your energy. They don't know what they're doing. They just think it's part of life that they're supposed to fantasize and to imagine things. Oh, that man has so much muscle walking downtown. The way he was looking, it was just made me wanna. He made eye contact with me. I couldn't control myself. I reacted, and I just can't stop thinking about what he done. And you didn't even do anything. You were just aware, and you just look, you know, look back straight forward, and they would take that and they would conjure up whatever they want to conjure up, and you could feel what's going on hundreds of miles away. He said, I think deep down, everybody knows that, but it's the temptation and the feeling of release is too strong where they decide to choose pleasure. But we know the outcome is discontentment in the end. Yeah, I would say yeah, like you have to come to a point of maturity to know this deep down. You're gonna have to come to a connection with self to know it. So not everyone knows it. Not even on a subconscious level, they don't know it because subconsciously they got programmed into thinking pleasure is pleasure all the time. Everything is pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Like it takes a while for you to actually know yourself inside and out. So when you have that realization of self, that's when you know what's not good for you and what's good for you. It takes maturity. It takes you going through it and really sitting with yourself and trying to really know yourself. You have to sit with yourself to know yourself. Instead of sitting with others, you can't be at a table with five other people and you're trying to figure out who you are. You got to spend that 5 years. You got to spend by yourself. In 5 years, you got to be going through trial after tribulation, knowing about yourself, going through that purge, going through that that letting go of iniquity, letting go of vices. You're gonna have to go through that. So some people that's way older than us, they made a decision to still do the same things that they were doing in their early 20s. They're alcoholics in their early 20s. Now they're in their late 40s and they're still alcoholics. You can't go a day without drinking a beer. Can't go a day without smoking a blunt. Can't go a day without smoking a cigarette. Can't go a day. Can't go a day without certain vices. For real. Yeah, it takes trial and error. Talking about the people who choose pleasure, even when they know they shouldn't. It's that pleasure that takes over. Oh yeah, that's a strange battle. If you know and you still do it, yeah, that's a battle itself. That's not a healthy battle. What's good, Mike? Good to see you, man. we doing a quick live. I'm thinking this live just gonna be 30 minutes. We're 25 minutes in, so I'm gonna keep 5 more minutes. Then I'm about to go back in. I gotta make some more rice. This meal prep never stop. So we talking about how that energy, how your energy is in high demand, and you're gonna have to find a way to have a healthy isolation, so you can keep putting in work. Basically, you're not gonna stop putting in work, but when your energy is in high demand, it's more so people are kind of feeding off of it in a negative way, meaning they're constantly premeditating on your presence even when you're not around because you make them feel some type of way. And when you have that empath ability about yourself, as a man when people are thinking about you, because it could feel at times that something is draining you in a sense. Like something could be like kind of pulling at you a little bit, and you feel good. You got a good night rest. You ate well. You still retaining. You got good energy, but it's something out there that's trying to tug at you. You feel me? Straight up. So the people take pleasures in so many different things, not just sexually. It can always trying to prove themselves, right? Jealousy, envy, all types of people still choose evil. Even when they know better, it's insane because if they would just choose to suffer for doing good, they would see the other side of peace because that's no way to live, right? Yeah, it's no way to live, man. If there's one way, there's always another way. But we gotta stay away from all those other ways. It's only one way. We choose peace over everything. You say, yeah, everybody be feeding for energy. It's like everybody wanted an excuse to look you in the eyes. Yeah, just to look you in your eyes, but they don't give anything back. Like it's as soon as you make maybe a sharp left on the block, it's somebody already looking at you from 20 feet away already, trying to lock in them eyes. Tell you, man. Yeah, that could be a short right piece over everything, for real. But everybody wants something that they can't get. So we gotta look at it as we're on the right track. We're doing the right thing. We stand. We not. I don't like when people say, "Oh, I'm staying out the way," because I don't know what way you staying out of. You should just be focused. A lot of people be like, "Yeah, man, I'm just staying out the way." Like, nah, bro. Like, no, you gotta know your lane. You gotta know yourself. You don't gotta stay out the way. You still gotta handle business, but just stay focused. I mean, people always lurking. They lurking at high places too. They lurking at low places too. They lurking everywhere. Feel me? The heathens, they're everywhere. They all over the map. You pop up in this gym every once in a while, the energy gonna change. You switch up this environment, it's gonna change. You stop going to that store every day to get your essentials. You now what you gonna start doing is when you actually go to the store to get the essentials, you're gonna double up on the essentials. So now you don't gotta come back there for like 4 days. And then when they see you, you looking refreshed. They're like, "Oh, how you doing? Energy brand new." You feel me? You go to you go to this yeah. Hey, look, you just gotta move like that. You gotta move different, man. Because people will always feel some type of way about a man that has a lot of energy, a lot of life force energy. This is energy is the currency these days, man. Everybody worried about Bitcoin, crypto, stocks. Yeah, cool. That's cool and all. But, you know, do the right thing, man. Just do the right thing. Money ain't everything, but money's a good resource. It's a good defense. You know what I'm saying? You, you're the biggest investment. The Most High is investing in you. For real. He's not worried about any other little asset. He gonna add it to you, but he's investing in you. So look at it like that, man. For real. But y'all have a good night, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay peaceful. For real. I'm about to get back in there, man. Shabbat shalom, man. We chilling. Today's a real peaceful day. It's time for us to reflect. I didn't even get a workout today. Sometimes that can make you feel a little off, knowing all this energy you got in your body. But hey, it's good though. Time for us to reflect and rest, to recoup, regroup. All praises to the Most High. It's been a good one. Y'all stay peaceful. It's your brother Uncle K, man. Yes, sir, Danny. Y'all take care. I'm gonna see y'all Most High willing. Today was another cloudy, real cloudy day. A real. The sun came out a little bit towards the end, but it still was a good day. I'm gonna see y'all Most High willing. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. But for now, peace.